Hello everyone, I'm back. Yeah, I know I haven't done any videos for a while, but I didn't have a computer, so now that I do, I can film again, and I'm gonna do my predictions for SummerSlam and NXT Takeover 36. So we'll start with that first, even though SummerSlam's tomorrow and Takeover's the next day, but we'll just start with Takeover. So on the pre-show, we're going to have Trey Baxter versus Ridge Holland. And Ridge Holland's been out for like 9 or 10 months injured after he broke both his legs, and Trey Baxter's kind of new. He's only had a couple of matches on NXT, even though he was on this breakout tournament. But I'm going to pick Ridge Holland to win that match. So next we've got, we'll start with the NXT Women's Championship, Raquel Gonzalez versus Dakota Kai. So they have been best friends for ages. And then Dakota turned on Raquel and said that she's been nothing more than Dakota's sidekick and stuff like that. So I do want Dakota to win and be the new NXT champion. Maybe then Raquel can be brought up to SmackDown or Raw, but I'm going with Dakota Kai, new champion. So next, for the NXT UK Championship, it's Walter versus Ilya Dragunov. And Walter's been NXT UK champion for like 2.5 years, so that's quite a decent run. I think he's even beat Pete Dunne's record. I don't see it ending though. I think Walter's gonna retain in that match and beat Ilya. I haven't really seen much of Ilya, only since he came over to NXT. He's not bad, but I don't think he can beat Walter. So I'm gonna go with Walter to retain. I already said that, I think. Anyway. Next, for the $1 Million Championship, it's LA Knight versus Cameron Grimes, his butler. So if Cameron Grimes loses this, Ted DiBiase has to become LA Knight's butler. And just for that, I want LA Knight to win, because I think Ted DiBiase being LA Knight's butler would be funny. So that's why I want LA Knight to win. Anyway, moving on to the NXT Championship match, it's Karrion Kross versus Samoa Joe. And now that Karrion Kross is on the main roster, I don't see him retaining the championship. So obviously Samoa Joe has to win this, I would say. And it's going to be Joe's first match in a couple of years at least. So it's going to be interesting to see him wrestle again. But yeah, Samoa Joe should win that, new NXT champion. And finally, in what should be the main event, a 2 out of 3 falls match, Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly. Again, but this is their last match between the two of them. So yeah, the first fall is just a regular match. The second fall is going to be a street fight, and if the third fall is needed, it's a steel cage. I'm gonna pick Kyle O'Reilly. I don't know what's happening with Adam Cole. Adam Cole could be possibly leaving WWE after this event. So I'm picking Kyle O'Reilly. And then that's it. No more feud for them. So let's move on to SummerSlam. Starting with, one of the matches on this show, I might get moved to the pre-show. I don't know what, but we'll see. Or they might just have a different match. I don't know what it is yet. But anyway, let's start with Alexa Bliss versus Eva Marie. Surely Alexa's gonna win that. Like, they wouldn't put Alexa. I don't want Eva to win that, especially after Eva slapped Doudrop this week. Doudrop could cost Eva the match as well. So yeah, Alexa should win. Next, Edge versus Seth Rollins. And on SmackDown, that was so cool how Edge brought back like the Brood music and stuff, and I thought Gangrel was returning, but he didn't. But that was cool to see the Brood bath again, as they called it. And if Edge is like that at SummerSlam, like the Brood Edge, I reckon that would be awesome. So I'm picking Edge to win. Next, we've got Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal, and Shanky and Via are banned from ringside because Drew beat them on Raw. And I'm gonna pick Drew because, yeah, Jinder won't have Via or Shanky to help him, so that's why I'm picking Drew to win. So next we've got the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, which is the Usos versus Rey and Dominic Mysterio. And from what I've been seeing lately, I think the Usos will retain, and then Dominic's going to turn on Rey, and then they'll feud. At least that's what I'm thinking. And yeah, that would be cool, I reckon. I don't know why, but yeah. So then we've got the Raw Tag Team Championships, which is AJ Styles and Omos versus RK Bro, Randy Orton and Riddle. Randy didn't really want to team with Riddle at first, but Riddle earned his respect, so now they're going to be a tag team. And I think they're also going to win the tag title, so RK Bro's going to be the new Raw Tag Team Champions. Next match, there's so many matches. Anyway, for the US Championship, Sheamus versus Damian Priest. And again, I think there's going to be a new champion, and Damian Priest is going to win the belt. So next we've got the Raw Women's Championship match, a triple threat match. Nikki ASH versus Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. And I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be biased in this match and go for fellow Aussie, of course, Rhea Ripley. I want Rhea to win the title back. So at least I'm honest and say that that's what I think. So I'm picking Rhea because that reason. So this is a match, the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Not sure if it's happening because a lot of people saying something's going on with Sasha Banks. I don't know what. She wasn't on SmackDown this week, and her and Bianca both weren't at house shows last weekend too. Bianca was on SmackDown this week and she seemed fine, but Sasha wasn't. So I'm not sure if this match is actually still happening. But if it does, Sasha versus Bianca, I'm picking Bianca to retain the championship. And if for some reason Sasha isn't on, I assume they would probably change the match to maybe another triple threat, and it'd be Carmella and Zelina versus Bianca, a triple threat. Otherwise, I guess the match is just cancelled. But yeah, I pick Bianca anyway. So, the WWE Championship, Bobby Lashley versus Goldberg. And if Goldberg was maybe 10, 15 years younger, I think this actually has the potential to be a good match. But Goldberg can't really wrestle more than 5 minutes these days. I don't know, like part of me thinks Goldberg's gonna win, as much as I don't want that to happen. Part of me thinks he will, but I'm gonna go with Lashley to retain the championship. Bobby Lashley, still the champion. So finally, the last match, the Universal Championship, Roman Reigns versus John Cena. And as I said on SmackDown, Roman said if he loses, he will leave the WWE. And I don't know if that, like, I can't see Reigns leaving the WWE. But at the same time, John Cena's back after not wrestling for like 2.5 years. And he could be a 17-time champion. So it could go either way. Oh. But I'm going with John Cena. John Cena, 17-time champion. And then I guess Reigns is going to be gone. I don't know what will happen there if he did leave and where he would go. But yeah, I guess Reigns would be gone. But we'll see, I suppose, if that actually would happen. And that's it. that's all the matches for the 2 shows coming up over the next couple of days, so they both should be good. And I'm looking forward to both of them, and yeah, hopefully I'll post again soon. I got a bunch of wrestle crates, so maybe I'll do like last time when I unboxed a bunch of them. I'll do that, I think, anyway. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon, hopefully. Bye!